What's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Samuel Leggett here representing TeamJVS. I am back here again for a slew of new reviews that I'm going to be throwing at you guys. It's going to be a lot of them, so just please be patient. These are going to be completely unscripted, unedited, so it's not going to be pretty, but it is going to be clear and concise and give you guys my perspective on some of the better films this year. Next up, Joel Coen's Tragic Macbeth. This is starring a powerhouse duo of Denzel Washington and Frances McDormand. Frances McDormand, to be honest, like, she's been nominated back to back to back. Like, she could easily get nominated for this. But let me go ahead and give you the backdrop. So, this is Shakespeare. Tragic Macbeth, the backdrop is you've got a Scottish lord that basically is visited by these witches, essentially. And they professed to him that he's going to be the next king, and then he has to deal with that reality, and his wife is all behind this of him seizing power by any means necessary. Now, what did I think about this as a film? This film is not for everybody. This is not for the general audience, but those lovers, those cinephiles, those lovers of Shakespeare, those lovers of cinematography, those lovers of pure raw acting. And I'll say this, I've seen a lot of stage plays in translation that just don't work. And the last one I thought that did work was One Night in Miami, but even with that, it was kind of like, is it merited? And this is one of those ones I can say, the way that it was shot, the way it was delivered, the way it was acted, it had it all. Oh my gosh. This was one of the best films I've seen this year, and easily two of the best performances I've seen this year as well. And I'm talking about Denzel Washington and Frances McDormand. Now, this is the thing. So the cinematography is amazing. Like, their set designs, their camera angles, their uses of slight VFX, the actors' usage of their body language to articulate a story, which is perfectly done by Joel Coen in the way that he directed this, and the cinematography for it. Because I think that Joe actually wrote the screenplay for this. The black and white aesthetic. And this is the crazy thing. In a year where you got The Green Knight and The Tragic Macbeth, this is insane. You know what I mean? Like, not saying that I would compare the two, but it's very interesting that these would come out in the same year. This is available on Apple TV Plus right now, so you can go and check it out. Well, it's gonna be, I'm sorry. January 14th is gonna be. I apologize. I'm a little ahead of myself because I did have to go and see if this was gonna be a contention for the voting for the Critics' Choice Awards. Anyway, this also is starring Alex Hassell, and now Alex, he was just vicious in Cowboy Bebop. Brendan Gleeson is playing the role of Duncan. Corey Hawkins playing the role of Macduff. Harry Willing, which you know from Harry Potter, is playing the role of Malcolm. Matter of fact, oh my gosh, the Green Knight himself was in this. But there's a slew of different actors all throughout. Catherine Hunter plays the role of the witches, and I think, and this is the crazy thing, as amazing as Frances McDormand is with the line delivery, and she's just chewing up like screenplay, like this, like the way she's uttering and expressing, like, it's, man, I don't know how she's doing. It's just so natural, you know what I mean? But Catherine Hunter owns the role of the witches. Like, her body contortion, like her vibe, like, she lights up every single scene that she's in, and is creepy every single time. To me, I think she deserves, I'll say this on record right now, she deserves a Best Supporting Actress nod in some way, shape, or form, because she adds and elevates this to a level that the movie wouldn't have been able to do without her doing it. And it's just so raw that it just complements everything that's happening. Now, Denzel, what did I think? He killed it. And this is the crazy thing. The Little Things was interesting because a lot of people didn't, vibe with it, but I vibe with it because Denzel literally did not play Denzel. Like, he played a very different character. And Denzel, he knows, like, stage is his thing. Fences, if you can see Fences, that's a good example of that. But this, he just, oh my gosh. Like, the physicality, the mental instability, the positioning of visual aesthetic of his characters breakdown. Like, he owns every single scene, even when he's not verbalizing or doing anything. And it's interesting because, yes, you see Denzel as Macbeth, but you don't at the same time. I don't know how to really articulate that or explain it. But he just does such an amazing job with this. The only fault that I have with the film is not made for everybody. Like, it's not a happy story. Like, it's actually pretty brutal and grotesque, and like the characters are irredeemable on certain levels. But that's just the way that the process of how it's written. It wasn't over long. I think it was paced very well. I would say watch this with subtitles. I think that'll actually help in the long run. But as a whole, what did I think about this film? I don't really have any faults with it, honestly. Like, it rests between a 9.5 and a 10 out of 10. I really don't have that many issues with it, just other than the fact that this is not a movie for everybody. And I think that this, as a translation of Macbeth, this is one of the first ones I watched. I mean, I think the first one was like, what, 1971 or whatever? There was another one with, oh my gosh, Michael Fassbender. That was, but this one, I really did get behind it. I really did dig what they did with this, and yeah, I was really surprised how well this was actually done. Yeah, Ralph Eason, he got a character in this. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Got a lot more reviews coming. I'm gonna be tired. My voice is already getting raspy. I need to go and do some other things, but it's a lot coming for you guys. So make sure you hit the post notification button and let me know what you think about Tragic Macbeth. You heard it here first, people. Peace.